Yo, are you guys is the Discord able to hear me? Can you guys hear me? Alright, cool. Good morning. Dude, did anyone watch the World Cup last night? Mexico game was sick. I think they made history. I think they've never gone past they've never gotten to around 16, right? Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I saw videos. What up, Apple? So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a little bit before I start yapping, so I don't have to repeat myself. But today we took a payout on this account yesterday, so we're gonna try and we're gonna work on this account. I do have the other account, but I am down on it. Look. Where is it? I took an L on this one during the overnight, so it does need one winning day to get a payout. To have the max payout, the balance needs to stay above 54,500. But since we already took an L on it, we're just gonna leave it alone. And we're gonna focus on this account this morning, and then probably try and trade the 150k combat. Today I gotta be a little careful though, because we have NFP tomorrow, and we also have PMI today at 9:45 and 10 a.m. Eastern time. Good morning. What up? I don't know how to pronounce your username, but what's up? Good morning. What up, Kumar? What up, Georgie? And also, good news. Got my Instagram account back. Let's go. Dude, I was like locked out of it for like 30 days. And then I got it back. We're good. Although I gotta be careful, dude. I don't want to get that account banned. If you're asking about Gamma, this is what it looks like right now. It's a thin, it's a weird, honestly, it's a pretty weird profile today for Tanuki. You got the put wall above the call wall, and they're all bracketed down here. For NQ at least. For ES, it looks like this. Cleaner. So what I was watching is I am watching this 270 area in the event that we don't actually hold above it. We're kind of rotating around it right now. But if we drop down, I'm going to be watching down here to see if we have any type of responsive buying activity, like if we find support and we start ripping it back up. If we do just start pumping here off the open, basically, then I'm going to be looking for us to potentially do something like this, right? We make our way up, we make our way up. overnight pushes down, New York does whatever it does, and then continues to move higher. But we got to be careful about potential balancing out or potential chop this morning, just because there is NFP tomorrow. And a lot of the times, before NFP, we get some nasty price action sometimes. So just keeping it in mind. It's also the first day of the month. So we're gonna wait for the market to open, then we'll see what we do. We also have a short week this week, so tomorrow is really the last day. I'm not gonna trade Friday because tomorrow I'm going to a Dodgers game, so not gonna trade in the AM. Plus it's a half day, I think, like a holiday. No, I'm not a T Glicky. I'm not a Dodgers fan. The only reason why I'm going is because I'm trying to get my hands on the One Piece collab card that they have. So it was like $300 for a ticket, but if you get your hands on the card, it could be worth like the last one that they did. It was worth the base was like 1,500, and then if you got it graded, it was worth like 5 grand to 8 grand. And then my buddy who collects cards, he was like, come with me. He's like, if you come with me and you pay for your ticket and you get the card, I'll cash you out 1,000 on the spot. I was like, oh, so you're telling me if I pay 300 for a ticket to go to a Dodgers game and I wait in line for however long, an hour, 2 hours, whatever, to get this card, that you'll just cash me out of band? Sign me up. Because at that point, I would just be going to a Dodgers game and I'd be getting paid $700 to go to a Dodgers game. So I'm gonna try, but I'm worried that you're gonna have all those like scalpers who like are all into the cards and stuff, right? Who are just gonna be camping out. I'm gonna have to show up early tomorrow, but if I can get paid to go to a Dodgers game, dude, I'll go to a Dodgers game. You know what I mean? I've never been to a Dodgers game. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be scalpers. My buddy bought like 10 tickets. So he spent like $3,000 on Dodgers tickets, and he's trying to get his hands on as many of those that he can. His idea is he's gonna walk in and out, but I don't think that that's gonna work. But I mean, he does it for a living, so maybe he knows something that I don't. So we're kind of pushing down a little bit right before the open here. What I'm gonna be watching for is if we open up and we start coming down, I am gonna be watching kind of around 30,100 area for us to make our way down there. 30,100, 30,060, and then we're gonna be seeing if we catch any type of support, any type of responsive buying activity, or if we're just gonna continue down basically to 30,000. It would be a pretty nice opportunity today if it comes to catch along on the pullback, if that's what's going to happen today. But you never know. I mean, we could be coming back pretty far down. So we'll have to see. And then we just got to be careful. NFP tomorrow, PMI this morning. So let's see what happens here. In the event that we do see some aggressive selling and it just is getting absorbed and we start ripping it back up, there may be an opportunity to take a continuation long, but I'd rather wait. I don't want to fade this. But this could potentially today set up for like a pretty fire long that you can hold. But we have to see. I would like us to get past 270 first. If that's going to happen today. Otherwise, we're going to be looking down here for potentially a long position. I kind of want to see how this 5 minutes is going to close before I decide to do anything. We're kind of going back and forth right now. All right, so we're starting to approach kind of where I'm looking to see if we're gonna have any type of responsive, like if we're gonna see us find some support here, if we're just gonna rip through it. All right, let's see what we do now. 5 minutes closing, pretty strong towards the downside. Really not seeing any type of yeah, I wonder if we're just gonna end up dropping today. I mean, we're kind of like stalling a little bit in this area, but
Order filled.
I'm gonna try it with 3 micros right here. Stop's just gonna be like right below the wick right here. But if this doesn't, I'll probably wait if I get stopped out of this. Until after news. We need to see follow through. If buyers begin to kind of push up like this and they fail, it won't look good for our long. I want us to get up a little higher. And then I'll try and move it to break even if we get the opportunity to. But if not, we'll just let it hit full stop. And then we'll wait till after the news to look for a different opportunity. Yeah, it's looking pretty weak. What up, Leet? You pressed the sell button? Well, hopefully it works out for you. If we get another strong push up, like a little spike of buyers, I'm gonna move it to break even. Cause it's not, we just watched buyers basically try and push up and fail, so that's like not good for our long position. So if they do it a second time, like if for whatever reason we don't get stopped out right now, if they do it a second time, then we really have to move it to break even. Otherwise, a second failure is going to mean we're going to dump pretty hard. Oh, yeah. I want to see if it can go. But we would end up holding this like through news. So I'm going to have to move it to break even. I'm going to move it to break even right now because at this point, like, it's alright. We would just wait. We'll wait. If it wants to go up, it can go up. If it hits break even, we'll just wait till after news.
Order filled.
So I'm gonna wait to see what we do, but I do think there is a good chance we go up. Although I don't like holding trades through news. Even though the idea originally was this, like, originally the idea is try to get into longs before news, be able to move it to break even, and then see if news was gonna make us rip it back up. The only problem though is when I got into it and we started making that push, we started like doing this, right? Which is concerning. So I would rather just get out of it. Although, I mean, I would rather get out of it, but you know, it may still end up working out, but it's not really. Because we have PMI, we have news coming out in 3 minutes, and we have news coming out in 18 minutes. Yeah, but we have US S&P manufacturing PMI final. That's 9:45 Eastern, and US ISM manufacturing PMI at the 10 a.m. open. The one at the 10 a.m. open is more important, but it's just important to note that there's the other one at 9:45 in case you're about to get into a trade. Silvers, I'm looking at, this is a 5-minute chart. I have a 5-minute chart, I have an hourly chart, I have a 5-minute chart with a different footprint, and then I have a 15-minute, and then I have where the hell is price? I have this is a 1-minute. Do I have a template? Absolutely. It's actually in the Discord. If you're asking about ATAS for this template or any of my templates, they're all in the Discord. They're actually in the FAQ. Oh, I gotta change this number actually. So at this point, we're gonna wait. So we tried the longs down here. Wasn't really liking it, so got out at break even. Waiting for news currently, just to get out of the way. In the event that we start pushing it back up, we get back above 270, I am gonna be looking for a potential continuation long to then go target session highs. So like our pre-market plan, right? We were saying that we're watching this area around 30,100. We're seeing if we're gonna find a little bit of support. Looks like we're finding some support. We'll see if it can actually continue, or if we're gonna end up like rotating or continuing this, not rotating, continuing this move down. Although it's looking pretty good for us to start coming back up. Because I'm paying attention to how this hourly is going to close. Oh yeah, also, now that it's the beginning of the month, in the beginning of the quarter, I got this Robin's Cup account I'm gonna try and trade. Wish me luck. I'm trying to get my hands on a trophy. All I gotta do is I got 3 months. I just gotta wait for something to happen. I'll just go 2 micros, 3 micros on my live account and try and hold it for like 1,000 or 2,000 ticks if we still have volatility. And then if I could, because the quarterly account, you start with like 2,500 bucks in a live account. To get up on the leaderboard, you just need to basically double it, which is a lot. I'm not going to sit here and act like, you know, getting 100% returns in a quarter is not a lot, but it's not that difficult if you're using 2,500 bucks. You know what I mean? But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I blow it. I mean, I'm not going to blow $2,500, but maybe I go into drawdown and just hang it up. You know what I mean? But we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. Chances are, though, when I do trade that account, I'm going to be like trading. I'm going to be entering a position during Asia and then just trying to hold it through New York. Unfortunate. Right idea. We got spooked. We got spooked out of that one. If we got like 8 minutes, or basically 7 minutes until the hourly closes. If we push up and this hourly is going to flip bullish, and we actually close bullish, it'll be a pretty good sign for us to look for opportunities to try and long it. With up here being the first target. Ooh, I gotta fix that. Yo, easy. If can you fix this for me real quick? And then I'll pull it. All right, just let me know. You're gonna copy my trades because you smashed your laptop? Well, hopefully I don't. You know what I mean? I mean, we past 4 days on stream, we've done pretty well. What was my bias for today? What my plan was is I was waiting for us to come down. I was looking in here for potential longs. We entered long. We got spooked out when we started chopping around. We push up, moved to break even, hit our break even, and then it went. Now, we are waiting to, do I have deep trades? Yes, I do. But I do basically all my order flow analysis on ATAS. All right, we got 5 minutes. This is, what level was this? Well, this is discount of the current range, as well as it was where the expected move for Tanuki was, as well as my indicator that I made for deviations away from Asia session, this one. And it was also where we had open interest in the call wall for Tanuki sitting right here. So just like a cluster of things where I was looking to see if we're gonna hold there or not. So we, came down, we were stalling out, and then I'm watching at the bottom of this candle here. There was selling pressure that just wasn't moving price. So then when it started coming up, we entered long, stopped right below it. But then we started chopping. All right, let's take a look. Looks pretty clean, not gonna lie, easy. It does look pretty clean. Oh, on the longs, yeah, it definitely did because look, I'll show you. Because it was discount, so it 100% hit. Look, I'll mark it out right now. See this area? Yeah. So it was a good area to look for longs down here. What is this? This is the dark pool decoder. It's a legendary indicator. It's a legendary indicator. There's actually a video on my channel where I'm talking about looking at premium and discount. And I talk about that indicator. So if you want to check it out, you go look at it. It's pretty cool. You seen it on TikTok? I don't know about that. I don't know. It's like a program, dude. It's not like a. You should check it out. All right. So I'm waiting for news. We got a minute and 30 seconds left. In the meantime, I'm gonna answer this question. Can you show me the Fabio indicator on 40 range down when you have the enter the buy trade? I don't. No, I gotta focus on trading. I can't do that. You gotta make Apple Junior. You gotta make sure that you gotta make sure that you verify your account. If you send me your username, I can try and help out. Deep effort? Yeah, I know, but I'm not, like, not to be a dick, but I'm not trying to, do, like, a whole backtesting thing right now while I'm waiting for news to come out to try and take a trade. On break even, you know, I gotta, if we were in profit, maybe, but... Because then I gotta go change my chart to 40 range, and then I gotta go, you know, look at something, wait for him to ask a question, answer the question. It's just a lot. Like, we could do that later. We gotta lock in. Do I use the other Greeks like Vanna and Charm? I mean, I understand them, but wait, let's see what happens. I'm really just looking at Gex. So now we're getting up into the territory. Look how the hourly closed. Beautiful. Beautiful, but I'd like to see us actually retrace first. Before we just rip it. Man, we had the right idea. We just NQ scared me, huh? So what I want to see right now is I want to see this candle pull back. And then if we have failure of sellers, I'm looking to go long. I am looking to see if there's an opportunity to try and long it, but it's looking slightly suspicious right now. Okay.
Sound for the home is recorded on two separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension in sound, impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
Order filled.
I'm gonna go long. And if we start ripping it, I'm actually gonna add into it. I'm gonna place the stop at the bottom of the wick, actually. I need this candle to flip bullish. The 5 minute. And close bullish. Above the POC. Otherwise we'll just get hit out and then we'll wait. Cause we might dip a little deeper. We might dip like a little deeper first and then go up. Do I use overnight VP? No. I just use the regular trading hour one. We need to get back above 270 and hold above 270. I'm actually not going to add into it right here. We're just going to let it go. Are you guys able to hear me? Am I on mute? Oh, okay. All right, cool. We need to see us really start being aggressive here with some follow through. That's a nice long angel. So we're starting to fill some of the orders. I'm looking for like a strong initiative push where you either see a big trade pop up or the asks start lighting up with bold numbers, and then I'm gonna move it to break even. Crude oil inventory news doesn't do anything for NQ, or like it doesn't. I don't really care for it. Might do something, but we are not getting the follow through that I need. If you guys are wondering why I got into that trade or what I was looking at, I was watching us retrace towards the POC of the 15-minute, and then I was seeing what we were doing there. We had selling pressure come in, but the only thing right now is that we have all this buying activity, this aggressive buying activity here that's just like not resulting in price progression. So the moment I see like actual aggression and not just this like actual aggression with a little bit of price movement, rather than just aggression that's getting absorbed, I move it to break even, because we are approaching an area right around 340 that I need to be careful about. Yeah, buyers are currently getting absorbed, Raymond, but I'm holding it. But I'm getting ready to move it to break even. We have orders clustering right here, so if we start filling some of them, I might move it to break even. Right, no, that's why, you know, we're watching buyers get absorbed, but it doesn't mean like we could just push through it. What you don't want to see is you don't want to see absorption and then us slamming down with like a bunch of aggressive selling activity start stepping in. But we don't see that yet. We just see buyers pushing, absorption, no selling activity really coming in. So we can just keep it for now. But I'm probably going to move it to break even. Alright, I'm gonna go break even. We're just gonna hold it. I'm gonna try and take it to we're not even gonna put a TP. I'm just gonna hold it. I want to see if we actually make our way up, and then I'll just trail stop to lock in a winning day if it continues up. Yeah. Look at this. Sheesh. It's not looking good. We will take the BE. And then we will wait for potentially a deeper pullback. Because of the FVG? Because of the FVG? Hold on. Let's see what really moved price down here. This was it, bro. This is what it was. Why didn't we see this? The inverse. The 5-second inverse. I missed it. The 5-second inverse fair value gap. That's why we came up. Dude, the 5-second chart looks crazy.
Order filled.
All right. Now we wait. Now we wait until the next opportunity. You seen the unicorn? Unicorn? What unicorn? Oh. Dude, Enigma got me. The market maker's out to get me. It's because I'm streaming and they're watching me. We're actually moving pretty slowly today, compared to all the other days. We really had that one decent opportunity down here. We went long, hit break even. We were looking for us to open up on the new 4-hour, retrace, and then just continue to move up. It might still do it, but we were watching absorption happening at the highs, and it was struggling, but we may push past it. So I gotta just wait. In the event that there's just like if we kind of just, you know, here was one of the ideas, and then now we're kind of just like, if we do this, I can't do anything about that. So I'd probably just call it a day. But we'll wait and we'll see for a second, because there's a chance that the moment I get off stream, if I get off soon, it's just gonna start moving. Seems to be a pattern. Does trading sometimes feel boring for you? Yeah, sometimes. When we watch a whole lot of nothing happen. But when the market's moving around, it's not boring. Mentor Q has Gex level at 251 and 0 DT HVL at 301. Okay. Okay. Shorts valid if we close good. Well, the only reason why, like, okay, I understand why people wanted to take shorts, because we're watching absorption happen of buyers, right? And you may see some selling pressure come in. It may work out, but realistically, the reason why I wouldn't take that is because if you look at what we're doing, the better trade, in my opinion, is to look for a long, not a short. The short is potentially a short-lived position. Like, let's say we're moving up like this. Overnight's pulling back. We pull back in a discount. We have a pretty decent reaction out of it. The new hourly opens up. If we do end up retracing, I mean, it's not like... I don't think a move like this to target a new low is as likely right now. I mean, it may happen, sure. But I'd rather... I was looking more so for pullback and then further up to continue. But this is a huge area though, so I mean, like, you can still take shorts, and even if you were to just target, you know, 50 points or something, it's totally doable. Like, if I did try and go short up here, I would be really aggressive and trying to trail a stop. I'd be worried. Because this is looking like, to me, potential stall. Maybe even slight retracement before continuation higher. So I don't want to trade the slight retracement. I'd rather trade the continuation higher. If it happens, right? Have I tried the orb strategy? Yes, I have. The orb is great. I only traded the orb actually for like 2-3 months. One time. A while ago. If you use the orb and you use Orderflow, it could actually be pretty good. Really good, actually. IVB on deep charts. I don't use it. where price reversed on NQ was the 1-day min and HVL on NQ. Nice. I use ATAS, TradingView, Tanuki Trade, deep charts for execution sometimes. Dude, we're doing a whole lot of nothing right now. This might be a BE day on this account. The best opportunity, dude. I'm kind of frustrated, not frustrated, disappointed. Disappointed that we got scared out of this. It was literally the plan, look. Ah, wow. It was literally the plan. Oh. Yeah, you know what? It happens. Do I use heat map? Yeah, it's right here. Are you in Fabio's blood, sweat, and scalps? No. I'm gonna see if we begin to do anything. If not, and we kind of just get stuck doing this, I'll probably just stop trading. And we'll just come back another day. Tomorrow, maybe. But tomorrow's NFP, so we gotta, I mean, we'll see what happens. Did I learn from Fabio at all? No. I don't trade like Fabio. The way that I trade and use order flow is actually different than how a lot of people use it. I mean, we're looking at the same thing, but like, okay, so most order flow traders that you see, what they're doing is they're, and I do it too, obviously, but I do it a little bit differently. But it's like they'll mark out a volume profile, you know, they're looking at value area high, value area low, breakout, break and retest, value area high, value area low. Watching the POC, taking reversion trades off of value area high, value area low. It's similar what I do. I'm drawing fibs and identifying discount that is just outside of value area, looking for failed auctions to then continue with the broader context of the range of the trend. And then obviously I use gamma. But there's nothing wrong with any of that other stuff. I just don't do it, you know. I have my own way that I've, you know, traded. Because when I first started learning order flow, if you want to know who I actually learned order flow from, it was basically the ATAS YouTube, order flows on YouTube, and Axiom. Because that was before the whole, like, that was like the only content about order flow that was even on YouTube at that point, you know. So I just learned about it through that, really. And then I just used it to like make my own, what I like to look at in terms of like a framework. What do I think about Fabio? He's great. That guy's a beast of a trader. He's awesome. Very talented individual. Wyckoff 2.0 by Ruben Chavez. I'll write that down. Probably check it out. Download the audiobook. I'll listen to it later this year when I take my 17-hour leg. It's probably enough to finish that book, 17 hours. But I don't know, I gotta look it up. Dude, I hope none of you guys are like trying to trade this right now and just like getting wrecked. Just wait. Just wait. You know? Just take a deep breath and chill. We're watching currently failure on both sides of this. We're watching sellers push lower. I mean, we have the new 15-minute opening right now, so we're gonna see. But we have buyers pushing above. They are failing. We have sellers pushing below. They are failing, and we are moving sideways. So just be careful. If you're already in a position before this started happening, I totally get it. Especially if it was short. It was looking pretty decent for shorts. But if you're like doing it, if you're trying to do it now, just I would recommend just to wait. Until something actually starts happening. Yeah, bouncing between the two levels you're telling me about. You said 251 and 301 or something. Alright, looks like we're getting out of here a little bit. Let's see what we end up doing, if we're going to continue down or if this is just the pullback before we go long. How are you guys doing so far this morning? Are we green? Are we red? Are we break even? I'm currently break even. I'm red from the overnight, but I'm break even right now. 5.7K? This guy's the GOAT, dude. What? $380 in the personal. Very nice. Very nice. 1K morning. Fire. Well, seems like everyone is, for the most part, doing alright. That's good. Easy's been easy. You've been killing it, bro. Good stuff. Took max payout, made it right back. Took another max payout, made it right back. Legend. He's back. He disappeared for a little bit, but he's back. Mr. Funded. This is ATAS. Atis. A toss. Alright, let's see. At least we're out of that choppy mess. I want to see if we're going to make another attempt up after a pullback. Or if we're just going to have, you know, sustained selling pressure just make its way all the way down back here and start forming a large range. You watched the whole 4-hour video? Hell yeah. Yeah, a lot of that video, that 4-hour video is like, it has a lot of my older content in it, as you've probably noticed. The purpose is just to have it in a single video with timestamps, so you don't have to like jump around from like video to video, and then I put it in order in a specific, for like, with a purpose. The order has a purpose.
Each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension in sound impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
Order filled.
I'm gonna try it. This is the last time I'm gonna try it. We're gonna go long. We're gonna go long. We're gonna see if we can make our way up. If we lose, we'll be down 260 on the funded. I'm just gonna call it a day. See if we can at least like pump up past the highs. If we can go make another high, then what I'll end up doing is I'll try and move it into profit so it counts as a winning day, but we need the follow through. Otherwise, we'll just come down further. We'll take our $260 L. We took a pad on this account yesterday, so we're trying to build up the balance a little bit again. We're using small size though. I'm only using, like, if you noticed, I've only used 3 micros today, really. $15K in payouts past 40 days. 1.2K spent on fees. That's a good ROI. It's a great ROI. How do I go about risk management when trading evals, funded, and live accounts? All different. Evals, I'm typically, depending on how many fundeds I have, depending on if I'm net positive on the month, I'm usually more aggressive with evals. They're kind of just like something in the way that you just, at least the way that I look at it, which if you don't pull payouts, you got to be really careful, especially with what I'm about to say. But sometimes I just look at evals as just like something I need to just get out of my way. So I try and pass them in like 2 or 3 days. A funded account, you do have to remember at the end of the day, you did only spend whatever you spent on this account. So like your downside is capped. Realistically, the ROI on it can be ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like on my alpha account that has the 6K balance on it right now, it that was like a $110 account, and I've taken 4K in payouts from that account already. I'm about to take another 2K, so it'll be like 6K in payouts off of an account that I paid like $120 for, you know what I mean? And then a live account's different, because a live account, that like is your money, so you got to trade it a lot differently. You size way smaller, and you're more careful. What's in the 4-hour video? The 4-hour video just has a bunch of stuff. You can go read the description if you want. Do I have a live? Yes, I do have a live account. The description, oh yeah, Manu. I don't know. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but Manu. Yeah, it has just basically a whole guide on what I look at and how I trade. So it was looking good for a moment. It looked like we had some hope in this long position before this 5-minute opened up. But it's not looking too good anymore. So we'll probably end up if we get stopped out, well, regardless of what happens during this trade, this is the last trade I'm going to take. And then I'm going to get off. But we're risking $260 using 3 micros. So worst case scenario, we're down 260 on this account, and then from the overnight on the other funded account that has like the 6K balance on it, we're down like 500. We will take our losing day, come back tomorrow. So we went on, we had a little streak of some winning trades on the stream. Unfortunately, it ends today, and we'll just pick it back up. Honestly though, like you said, after getting few payouts, then I will get live account. You can't beat the risk to reward on these funded accounts right now. Like, there's such a great opportunity. The return on investment is nuts. If you were to compare it to like a live account. You literally can't beat it. I mean, imagine, okay, like that alpha account that I said, right, where I paid $100 for it. Imagine trying to turn a $100 live account into like 6K. Good luck, dude. Although I have flipped small live accounts before, but it's hard. It's hard. Because you literally using 1 micro with MNQ. I mean, it's easier to flip accounts if you're using CFDs with small amounts of money. But using like 1 micro on MNQ, and we're flying around, you know, 25, 50 points at a time. It's like You make one mistake, you're cooked, bro. Like, you're cooked. You make one mistake. That's why if you're ever gonna try and like do a small account challenge, it's honestly better to do it on a CFD because you can do like 0.01 lots. You know what I mean? I think 2 years ago though, I did take like a $200 account, got it up to 2,500. Took me a while to do it though. Alright, we're gonna get stopped out of this. But it's alright. And then we'll do a quick recap, and then I'm gonna hop off.
Order filled.
So, this morning, what we were looking at is we were looking for us to come down into this area. I was looking for longs in this area. I did go long down here. Then we started chopping a little bit on the 1 minute. It was looking kind of nasty. I was expecting it to happen a little bit faster. So, I ended up taking an L. Or no, I hit break even. I hit break even on this. And it goes all the way up. We're waiting for news. We're waiting for the 4-hour open. 4-hour opens up. Waiting for the pullback. We pull back into the POC of the previous 15-minute candle. I try and go long. I think this one actually went into profit. Probably at least like, I was 3 micros and we were floating, I think like a $200 profit or something. So we went up like 25 points, came back to break even, and then we took an attempt long here, went up a little bit, and now we're dropping down. So we're going to end the day for the session down 270 on this funded account. Balance after the payout, after we just lost as well, is now sitting at $2,077. So it's more than, that's full drawdown. That's more than enough to continue our journey with this account. I do need to focus on this eval. I'm trying to get these 150Ks with Top Step. And then I do need one more winning day on my alpha account. After taking that $500 L today, balance is now sitting at $55,537. So I'm probably not gonna trade it today unless something happens the moment I get off stream, but probably not. But we're gonna try and pull a payout on that account this week. Actually, yeah, hopefully this week, because we have tomorrow. We just need a $200 day tomorrow, and then we'll buy more accounts. So I'm gonna hop off. I'll catch you guys later. If you're gonna trade, just be careful. All right, peace.